Welcome to the navigation display tutorial. In this tutorial I want to show you how to use the navigation display. Basically, the navigation display is a quite simple instrument for lateral navigation. It consists of a course circle which is oriented to your current course. The course is also displayed in the course indicator above the course circle. The programmed waypoints are displayed in the circle as green stars with the corresponding leg as a line colored in purple. A red line on the course circle indicates the bearing to the next current waypoint. You can zoom in and out by pressing the plus or minus. The current selected zoom level is indicated below the plus button. The zoom level is equal to the radius of the inner circle of the course instrument. The distance to the middle circle is the same, as well as the distance to the outer circle. So total, the outer circle indicates for the current selected zoom level of 40 km a radius of 120 km. Below each waypoint identifier, you will find the distance to the waypoint from your current position in the selected unit. If your navigation is active and you have a speed above 0, you will find also the ETA in Zulu time right below the distance. Left from the course circle, you will find the speed indicator for your ground speed. On the right side, you will see an altitude indicator. Below the minus button you will find a GPS indicator. The color gives you the accuracy of the current signal. When the indicator is green, the accuracy is higher than 10 meters. For yellow it's between 10 meters and 100 meters. In case of a red indicator, the accuracy is worse than 100 meters. Okay, now let's come to the control buttons below the course circle. With the nav button, you start your navigation. After pressing the button, your location will be determined immediately. You can recognize an active navigation by the yellow colored text of the nav button. To stop the navigation, just press the nav button again. Okay, now let's come to the direct button. To use the direct function, you should start the navigation first, so flyNav gets the current location. After that, if you press the direct button, a table with two sections will be shown. In the first section, you will see all active waypoints of your route. If you tap one of the waypoints, all waypoints in between the selected waypoint and your current position will be removed. This is useful if you want to skip one or more waypoints. Let us skip to Echo Delta Sierra Kilo. Okay, done. Normally, flyNav will recognize if you reach a waypoint by the so-called waypoint catch radius, which you can adopt in the settings. A catch radius of, for example, 3 km means that flyNav set a waypoint as reached when the distance to the waypoint gets below 3 km. Sometimes you don't want to overfly a waypoint directly. In this case, it could be helpful to skip a waypoint after passing it. Okay, let's come back to the direct table. Below the route section, you'll find the nearest airports from your current location. So for example, if you need some fuel, just select your nearest airfield. flyNav will override the current route with the selected airfield. This is also a useful feature if you want to make a short trip to one of the nearest airfields. Okay, now let's select the nearest airfield, which is Echo Delta Tango Foxtrot. Okay, done. Last but not least, there is an emergency button. This function, what you hopefully never need to use, is as simple as useful. When you press the button, flyNav will determine distance to the nearest airfield. It will calculate using your altitude, the airfield's altitude, and the selected glide ratio if the nearest airfield is reachable for you or not. If the airfield is reachable, it will change the route automatically. In the case that the airfield is not reachable, flyNav will show an alert. However, I need to mention that flyNav is not a certified navigation tool and that the pilot in command has the responsibility to find a proper landing field. So understand this function only as a support in an emergency situation. This function can only give a good result if the glide ratio is defined correctly. It describes the loss of altitude for a given distance at the speed of best gliding. For example, the default value of 0.1 means that the airplane loses 1 meter of altitude for a distance of 10 meters. Please check your airplane's handbook for the correct glide ratio value. Okay, that's all about the navigation display.